Welcome to Spiritual Success, the podcast. I'm your host, Cynthia Stant. As a dedicated student of metaphysics, I have skillfully honed my intuition, mastered the art of meditation, and cultivated a disciplined spiritual practice that has led me to become a multi-seven-figure top sales producer. Today, I work with thousands of business professionals, entrepreneurs, and their teams to up-level their sales game and create magic in their business and life. On this show, you will see that all success truly happens when you authentically align with your intuition. So come, be vulnerable, be open-minded, and allow success to pour through you here on Spiritual Success. Hello, successful souls. All right, so many of you know that I am a proud mama bear of two adorable little boys. My oldest son is Derek, and he is 8. And my crazy McKinley, he's my little redhead. He's now 5 years old. They both just recently had birthdays. But it blows my mind how intelligent, how spiritual, and just how authentically, genuinely amazing children are. The thing is, you have to remember, they're much more familiar with Source than we are. It wasn't long ago that they were part of Source, right? There are times that I am reminded about how important it is to be a mother and to be a leader and to be a role model. And I think it's really fun just to have talks with your kiddos. You won't believe what they can absorb, and things that you may think are too, conceptually intense for them or too much for them to understand, they do get it. And it's fun for you to explain. And when you're teaching, I always say that when I'm teaching my clients and when I'm coaching and I'm working with them, every time I speak, I have to hold myself accountable, right? Because I have to lead by example. But also, if I'm saying it and I'm witnessing it, it's for me to absorb as well too. It's not by coincidence that whatever I'm speaking to my clients about that week doesn't relate to what's probably happening in my life. So it's really important that, as a teacher, you're also being the student. We're always growing, we're always learning, right? Well, my little ones teach me a lot, and I promise you, they listen to what I'm saying. And I guarantee if you have little ones, they're listening as well. So start fun conversations. But it was just the other day that I was out with my older son, and I was, in the house. I work from home, so I was in home all day, and it was before I had a night session with some of my clients. And so I had a little break window, and I said, "Baby bear, come with mama. Let's go for a walk." And he's like, "Yeah, definitely." So we went outside, and it was beautiful. The sun was just about to go down, and it was over the lake that we have in our backyard. It was just shimmering and gorgeous, and I'm holding hands with him. Oh, I love that. I hope he never stops when I hold my hand. But he says to mommy, "Mommy, how do you like having your company?" So I really love it. And he's like, "Well, how much money do you make, mommy?" And sometimes I talk to him about money, and I tell him about like this week, how much and that. And I said, "Don't worry, mommy's very successful." And he says, "Yes, because you're a successful soul." And I laughed, and I was like, yeah. And he says, "Well, mommy, I really want to have my own business as well. I want to have my own business because I just have a lot of goals, and I'm very ambitious, and I want to make sure that I make my dreams come true. So can you help me to structure my goals and make sure that I'm hitting them one by one?" Which obviously I work with my clients on. Again, I work with high-level CEOs, entrepreneurs, to make sure that, they're doing all the doing, and they're having success, and the money's coming in, and things are going well, but they're looking for that next level. They're really looking to align and allow these higher callings to come and emerge through them. So they're not just having success for them, but they're creating a legacy. They're creating a ripple effect, and they are just a surplus of all things good. They make magic happen, right? Get shit done. So he's listening to that. And I just thought it was so fun. Your children are always listening. My goodness, when the election was happening, he had inputs on whether it was going to be Trump or whether it was going to be Biden. And he was going back and forth. And I'm just like, wow, they really, really listen. So have conversations, talk to your children, ask them what they know about God, what they know about source, what they know about universe, and see like what they're going to teach you, because he blows my mind. I remember in that moment when he was sharing these things with me, I just turned to my little one and I said, you know what? Being your mommy is the most amazing thing in the world. You remind me that when I get lost in the doing every day, that I'm all doing it for one thing. And it's really because of you and the impact that you have on me and the kindness you have on me reminds me so many times, sweetie, that like I am doing the right thing and that you are the reason. And honestly, our life is so beautiful. And Cutie Pie is like, Mommy, that's the nicest thing anybody ever said to me. I love you so much. And it's just in general, ask them questions. So, and allow them to ask you questions. Every day, my son, I swear, his teacher in the second grade must be like, what the hell are they talking about at home? He's probably having metaphysical mindset Monday with his friends at school in the recess. But he says, different things. So for instance, he wanted to know about perception. He says, Mommy, what is perception? We talked about this in a previous episode, but I thought it was amazing. We talked about the deception of perception, right? And we were sitting on the couch. We were both sitting on the same couch. And at the time it was around Valentine's Day. So I had an ornament hanging from my fireplace, the mantle, there you go. And I could tell from where he was sitting that he wouldn't be able to see the shadow behind it. And he says to me, Mommy, what is perception? And I explained it. I said, well, do you see that object there? And he said, yeah, I do. I see it. I said, do you see the shadow behind it? He says, there is no shadow. What are you talking about? I said, why don't you come and sit where Mommy is sitting? Then all of a sudden he was like, poof, like, wait, I can see a shadow there. And I didn't see it when I was over there, but it's the same object. I was like, exactly. Perspective is your view of what's happening in your reality. It's literally what it looks like from the lens of your camera of your life. And he's like, I get it now, Mommy. And I thought it was so interesting because then he says, well, how interesting is it that we've never really seen ourselves? Yes, we've seen our reflection. He says, I can look in the mirror, but that's not like looking at myself. So I wonder what the world's perception is of me. And there I am like wow, okay, Have these conversations, talk about perception, talk about kindness, talk about, your goals and your ambitions, about God, source, spirit, universe. Talk about these things and get them comfortable with, talking about these bigger concepts, because honestly, there's going to be a lot that they're going to teach you too. And nothing happens by coincidence. If they bring it up, it's for you to hear. So expand your awareness by helping them to expand theirs. And honestly, get started now. Build that relationship and let them know that they can come and talk to you. And you'll be surprised about how much they already know. So just a little something that happened in my personal life I wanted to share with you all, and just remind you, they're always watching. They're always listening. So not only are you the CEO of your business, you're the CEO of your family and the CEO of your life. So make sure that you acknowledge it, embrace it, see it through.
Hey, successful soul, before you head to the next episode of Spiritual Success, be sure to come join me and other like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals in my Facebook group called Spiritual Success Sorority. Everyone is welcome. And if you're loving the show, you're going to love the group even more. There, I'll be engaging with you weekly in live shows, listening to your input for new weekly topics, and hosting exclusive workshops for members only. So if you're looking to really up-level your financial and personal success, meet me on over in the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group. See you on the inside.